lot of the defenders, because for the most part people attack the number 2 base.
Alright. Well, we're
anyway,
gonna get
this
into
battle's
game.
starting.
Yeah, baby. Little order versus Reddit action. Some upvotes for some downvotes.
Yep, so Reddit is on attack. Reddit's, what are they bringing? They're bringing 10 heavies, 2 mediums, 2 TDs. Both sides are doing the same. Reddit's got a couple of 50Bs, whereas Order only has 1. Both sides have a couple of E100s, and then some Russian heavies as well, in the IS-7s, IS-4s, and each side having 1 American medium. American heavy, sorry. So, at the start, Reddit's splitting. They've got 6 tanks heading up the hill, 7 tanks, I can count, and that means they've got 7 tanks going south. So they're splitting. They're going to get ready to take control of that G line, and then push up the 0 line, get ready to attack the number 2 cap. You don't go up the hill if you're planning on attacking the number 1 cap, it's just that simple.
Now we're seeing the batchup of Taco John here get a nice positioning in G6, but unfortunately he will not be able to spot anything except for that E5 coming out in D3. So he's going to get early warning that, hey, they have a E5 there, but that's pretty much all he's going to pick up from that position. So we're going to go check out hill.
Order's positioned 1-140 in the 0 line, so they're going to have early warning when Reddit comes down off that hill. And that's going to be pretty good for them. It's going to be important. For the most part, Order has split their defense. They've got a big bunch of tanks down in the D2, ready to defend 1. They've got some guys in the 8 lines, a couple of E100s there, ready to defend the 2 line. But they're very spread out, and I'm a little bit worried for them. They've got an E3 in the window to defend that position at A6 that we were just talking about on the map tactic earlier.
Yeah.
And a 50B there, but you know, you can't really do much to defend that. We didn't see the Conk GC, so they're going to have to be able to reset that.
Now we have
the
IS-7 of Havoc over here in D3 getting currently destroyed by the hill players. He poked out a little too much, gave him a nice frontal flat spot with that IS-7. It is a pike nose, so he did give them a very easy shot to pen from the hill, being that they had elevation. And we see that Order's kind of struggling with this position in D3 because their E4 has already taken 48% damage from the 50Bs earlier. We're going to continue to watch what the hill's doing here.
You've got these 100s that are trapped in the 8 line as well. Those guys are going to be like isolated very easily. And the forces that are currently coming down the 3 line to go west into the G, they're just simply, they're outnumbered. That's going to be pretty costly. I think Reddit's going to be able to punish this very easy.
Now we do see the push on the G line here, as the Reddit E100s are currently taking fire from the G3 position. Now this is a pretty good position by the Order, but they did take a lot of damage getting to this position. But the unfortunate part is they now have to face hold down IS-7s as well as E100s with only hill support from Reddit.
Those Reddit tanks that are just coming off the hill now, they're going to come down to the number 2 cap, and they're going to find an E3 in that window, and that's going to be very hard for them to dig out.
Now as we see, I'm looking at the IS-7s on the G6. They're barely poking out, they're not offering any hole shots, they're just showing their turret, and that's going to be very hard for the Order to clean up. As we see, that Order is very fragmented on the map, meaning that they're super spread out. They also have an AFK E100, which is 2700 HP not in the battle. So we can effectively call them, you know, 15,000 HP right now to 24,000. So it's a pretty big struggle for Order right now.
It's going to be pretty hard to come back from that. If these Reddit tanks come off the hill and they come down south, then the overmatch that Reddit will have over Order is going to be like huge, just because half the Order tanks are going to be left in the north doing nothing. And you can see that starting to take a toll on the 9A7 and the IS-7. And
we currently got Thraxlord trying to take on the Bat Chat, but he's going to have double E100s come up to him.